When I discovered her affair, there was no screaming, no broken dishes, no dramatic showdown. I simply packed a bag, left the keys on the counter, and walked out of the house we had built together. She expected me to fight, to beg, maybe even to rage. But instead, I chose silence. That silence was my strength. It crushed her far more than anger ever could. The first few weeks were the hardest. I woke up in unfamiliar rooms, my belongings scattered in boxes, my heart torn apart. But every day that passed, I found a little more of myself again. I focused on work, on friends, on healing. Slowly, the pain dulled, and the memories stopped feeling like open wounds. I never blocked her number. I didn't need to. Her texts came at first, weak apologies, late-night drunken confessions, but I never responded. Eventually, the messages stopped. She moved on with him, or at least, that's what I assumed. I erased her from my life as best I could, and for the first time in years, I felt peace. Months rolled by. I built new routines, met new people, and started to smile without forcing it. I learned to enjoy my own company again. There was a quiet freedom in knowing I didn't have to question anyone's loyalty but my own. Then, 1 year later, on a rainy evening, there was a knock at my door. I wasn't expecting anyone, so I opened it cautiously. And there she was. My ex-wife, drenched from the storm, eyes swollen with tears. She looked nothing like the woman who had once walked out on me with arrogance and certainty. She broke down the moment she saw me. Her voice cracked as she begged me to listen, to let her explain. She said things hadn't worked out with him, that he had used her, left her, and taken everything she thought she had gained. She said she missed me, that she realized too late what she had thrown away. I stood there in silence, just as I had the day I left her. 1,000 memories flashed through my mind, the betrayal, the nights alone, the pain she had caused. And yet, looking at her now, I felt nothing but a strange calm. The wound she gave me had healed, replaced by scars that made me stronger. She asked for another chance, tears streaming down her face. But I knew better. Trust, once shattered, cannot be rebuilt on the same broken ground. I told her gently but firmly that the man she had betrayed no longer lived here. I had moved on, and there was no place for her in the life I had rebuilt. Her sobs echoed in the rain as I closed the door. I leaned against it for a moment, exhaling deeply. There was no joy in her suffering, no triumph in rejecting her. Only peace. Because I realized, in that moment, I had already won.